morning and welcome to another episode of Sunrise Fitness with the WellFit Club. I am Camila McDonald, your personal trainer and lifestyle change coach, and today we're coming to you from the beautiful Hope Botanical Gardens. We're about to tackle full body pump. We have 8 exercises today that we will perform for 40 seconds each. For this workout, all you'll need is a pair of dumbbells and your mat. So let's take a short break and we'll get started right after.
Hey you know all the people in your business.
You should take advantage of CVM TV's unbeatable small business advertising package. Trust me.
And get your goods and services in front of your customers today.
For $150,000, you get a high-quality professional commercial.
Plus 20 prime-time commercial spots.
That's massive exposure at a fraction of the cost.
Including on the #1 morning show in Jamaica, Sunrise.
So don't wait. Call us on 658-208-5377 and see your business goals happen right here on CVM television.
Alright, welcome back. We are tackling full body pump today. We're going to start as always with our warm-up. So I want you to just start marching on the spot. We're going to get our heart rate all the way up, get our muscles nice and warm so we can tackle this workout safely. Are you ready? Yes, I know you are. So let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We're going to step out to the side and stretch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep your core nice and tight. Give me that energy. 6, 4, 3. Take it to the back. Let's go. Press up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 more. Let's go. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Now we're going to go into high kicks. Ready. And 1, 2, 3. Let's go. 4. Keep your core tight. 6, 7, 8. Again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We're going to get the legs behind, arms moving. Pump. This is full body pump. So excited to be here with you this morning, risers. Let's go, let's go. And we're gonna take the knees up now. Get ready and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're gonna reach up and stretch all the way down, up and down, up and down. That's it. Give me 8 more. 8 and 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna stretch. Stretch those quads to a calf raise on the supporting leg. So raise up. Left leg goes up into a calf raise. Reaching the arm up. Looking good. And up. Give me 8 more here. 8. 7. Good. 6. Let's go. 5. And 4. That's it. 3. 2 more. 2. Last one. All right, we're gonna get the legs up to meet the toes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we are ready for today's workout. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna start with our backward lunges to a high kick, all right? So we're alternating. So chest is up nice and tall, dumbbells in your hands. We're gonna step back, backward lunge, high kick. Backward lunge, high kick, let's go. Backward lunge, high kick, keeping your knees behind your toes. High kick, that's it, keeping your core nice and tight. Step all the way back, that's it. High kick, keep that core tight. High kick. Remember, we're here each exercise for 40 seconds. I want you to give it your all. We're almost there. We have a few seconds left before we move on to exercise 2. Left side and weights down. All right, now we're gonna go into a big hop forward with a run back. All right, so we're gonna do low impact first. So if you're not jumping, you have any knee issues, you're gonna just step forward right here and jog it all the way back. Step nice, as low as your knees will take you, and all the way back. Or you can hop with me. Run it back. That's it. Land nice and soft on those knees. Knees behind toes. That's it. Keep going. Almost there. Woo. Remember, we're 40 seconds each exercise, 10 more seconds. Let's go. All the way back. Last one. Very good. All right, next exercise. We're moving into a squat or a squat jump with our side leg lift. So this is the low impact if you're not jumping with me. All right, squat down, keeping your knees behind your toes, lifting that leg to the side. If you can jump with me, we're gonna go into squat jump, raise right, squat jump, raise left. That's it, jump, left and right. Alternating, that's it. This is full body pump, guys. Get ready. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're gonna move into our Spider-Man plank. All right, so we're gonna get into a plank position right here on your palms, and you're just gonna alternate right and left, bringing the soles of your feet up to your palms right here. Looking good. Let's go. Just like that. Keep your core nice and strong. You should be feeling it in your upper body as well. And last one. All right, we're gonna get down on our mats. We're going for side crunches. Okay, so we're gonna lie down, resting on your right elbow, taking your left arm up. Your feet are stacked together, and we're gonna raise up, touching the toes, working the left oblique. Let's go, 40 seconds. This is full body pump. You got this. You're gonna try and keep your knees together. All the way up, you should be feeling that burn right now. All the way up. That's it. Your body weight is resting on your right hip. That's it. Looking good. You might even feel the burn in your legs as well. Few more seconds here. 3, 2, squeeze out one more. Very good. Jump up. We're gonna go into butt kicks. So I'll start as always with our low impact. So this is you if you're not jogging with me. If not, and I should say sprinting, because this is a butt kick sprint right here. Very good. Keep it going. Give me speed and power here. And then we're gonna go on to our left side, working our right oblique. Move with me, sweat with me, let's go. Push it. 40 straight seconds. A few more seconds left here. In 4, 3, 2, and other side. So this time you're resting on your left elbow, Raising up the right leg, stacking those feet, raising up to your toes, and go. That's it. 40 seconds here. Push it. Very good. All the way up. Looking good, guys. Give me that energy. 10 more seconds left. Very good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna head into hip bridges right here. So we're gonna raise up, open, in, and down. Raise up, open, in, down. All the way up, open, in, down. Raise up, open, in, down. Up, open, in, and down. Squeeze those glutes. Excellent. This is also great to strengthen your lower back. That's it. Up, squeeze, and down. If you have a fitness band, this is an excellent move for this as well. Optional. Let's go. Up, out, in, and down. Raise the legs up. We're gonna go into leg raises. So just to protect your lower back, you're gonna put your palms underneath the lower back right here. Legs nice and straight. You're gonna get all the way down, almost touching the floor. Open up those legs and back up. If you have any lower back issues, you're gonna take it to about a 45-degree angle and open here instead, all right? Slow and steady. Down, open, in, and up. Let's go. Down, open, in, and up. Down, open, in, and up. Let's go. Down, open, in, and up. Few more seconds. And down, open, in, and up. All right, so we have one more round. We're gonna go through these exercises one more time, all the way through, 40 seconds each. You're gonna take a rest right now, take a break. Sip some water, sip, 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 and then we're gonna get back into it.
In a world where innovation meets tradition, agriculture is evolving like never before. From the latest sustainable farming technologies to age-old practices passed down through generation, agriculture is
precious to me.
I love the animals. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I love working.
Join us right here on CVM TV every Sunday during news at 7 as we explore the people, the science, and the breakthroughs that are shaping the way we grow, eat, and live. You don't want to miss it. This is Farming Forward.
You don't have to be Rasta.
We have our first father and son duo.
I'm a fan. Likewise.
I actually got my first beating on tour from him with a drumstick.
My mother was in America working for the Jackson 5 at the time.
Michael and Tito and
yes, sir, that 5.
I said, Dad, you know some water, baby, now. I said, no, son, don't do it.
I'll be down by the river.
The honorable member of Morgan Heritage.
All right.
The Cut, brought to you by Flo and Rare Nephew.
Now I'm where I wanna be.
Sports should be fun. Sports should be interesting. Sports should be entertaining. Sports should be riveting. This is CVM Sports. I'm Jordan Fort.
All right, we're gonna start with our backward lunge to high kicks, alternating. Pick that dumbbell up. Ready up. In 3, in 2, 1, and go. Backward lunge, high kick, let's go. Lunge, high kick, keep that core nice and tight. Chest up, keeping your knees behind your toes. Nice. Breathing throughout. Let's go. What's your why? Why did you wake up this morning for this workout? Let's do this, sunrisers. Up. 10 more seconds. Down and up. Down and up. Last one. Down and up. Weights down. We're gonna hop forward, run it back. Low impact or high impact, you choose. Ready and go. And forward. Jog it back. Forward. High knees back. Looking good. Remember to send us footage of yourself working out so we know you're here with us. Down, up, down, and up. All right, from center, we're gonna go into our sumo squat jumps. All right, starting with the low impact squat down, leg lifts, alternating right and left. 40 seconds here, and if you can, you're gonna squat jump with me. Ready, down, up. No slamming of your knees on the floor right here. Land nice and soft. There you go. Right and left, raise up, squeeze, up. A few more seconds here. You're doing so well. Work through that burn. One more. And up. Spider-Man planks, guys. Let's go straight into it. Ready? And up, back, up, and back. Let's go. Up, back, up, and back. This is a full body exercise here. That's it. You should feel your hip flexors getting a nice stretch as well. A few more seconds. 2 more, guys. Push it. Woo! Last one. Nice. All right. Walk or hop together. We're gonna go into side crunches. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Up. 2, 3, 4. Let's go. Push it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 40 seconds. Push it. That's it, guys. Looking good. Breathe through this. Work through that burn. 10 more seconds. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up for butt kick sprints. Ready, and go. Straight into it. A few more exercises and then we work to the stretch, guys. Let's finish strong. Remember, you can stay here if you need to. Just give me speed and power. Push it. Almost there, guys. Pick the speed up just a little bit to push it. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side, ready? Straight into it, and go. That's it. Working that right oblique. You're resting on your left elbows, raising up for that right hand to touch your toes. Keeping the core nice and tight. Push it. Looking good. That's it, guys. Almost there. 10 more seconds. This one is a killer. 3, 2, and 1. All right, hit bridges. Get ready to raise up, and we're opening out. Ready? And go. Up, out, in, and down. Up, out, in, down. Up, out, in, down. Let's go. Up, out, in, down. Up, out, in, down. Squeeze, raise all the way up. Good job, guys. Work through it. We're almost there. 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Raise the legs up. We're gonna go into our leg raise openers. Ready? And last of the circuit, guys. Down, open. This one is nice and slow and steady. Open, in, and up, down, open, in, and up, down, open, in, and up. Last one, down, open, in, and up. All right, guys, we got through that. Give yourselves a clap. We're gonna move right into the stretch. Hope you're feeling good after that total body pump. All right, so let's move immediately into it. We're gonna raise up. Get the arms across the chest right here. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Thanks for joining us again this morning. Up and over. I hope you're building habits with us. And set an intention for how many of these workouts you're gonna get. Remember that we're here every Monday to Friday, 5:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. right before sunrise. All right. Up and over. Very good. All right, let's get a quad stretch in right here. Keep your core nice and tight. Very good. And we're gonna just lean forward right here. Excellent. And the other side. Stretch it out. And take it forward with me. Very good. Let's get a stretch of our hamstrings. So proud of you for being here with me today. Walk it over onto the other side and hold it here. Excellent. And hop together. Roll up slowly. Roll the neck around. Very good. And onto the other side. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale it out. Through the mouth. In through the nose. Exhale it out. Last time, in through the nose. We're going to hold it there for 4 counts. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Give yourselves a clap. And don't go too far because we're going to be back after the break with the well-fit pillar of the day.
Where the difference is made. Where titles are decided. Where respect is earned. Excel here and you could go down in history. It's the final third. CVM TV's weekly JPL preview show every Sunday, starting 30 minutes before our live broadcast. Get insight, analysis, and hear from your favorite players weekly, just before we bring you our feature broadcast for the day. Move from defense to attack and join us in the final third. This and every Sunday until the end of the JPL season.
Welcome back to Sunrise Fitness with the WellFit Club. I'm Camila McDonald, your personal trainer and your lifestyle change coach. And our WellFit tip of the day comes from our Feel Well pillar today. We're diving into a topic that will hopefully have you chuckling your way to better mental health. Today we are looking at the power of laughter and why it's truly the best medicine for your mind. So I want you to picture this. It's a long work day, you're feeling a bit frazzled, your to-do list is longer than a giraffe's neck, and maybe you're on the verge of pulling your hair out. What's the solution? Well, believe it or not, laughter can always be the ultimate solution. It's like a mini vacation for your brain. It releases those happy hormones, endorphins that turn your frown upside down. Laughter truly enhances your mood, boosts your creativity, and strengthens your brain connections. It relaxes your muscles, it lowers the stress hormone cortisol, it calms your nerves and sends a message to your brain and your body that all is well in the world. And here's a giggly fact. Did you know that children laugh around 300 times a day, while adults manage a measly 17 times? It's time for us adults to up our laughter game and tap into the joyful inner child we all have inside. And here's the beauty. Laughter is contagious, right? Have you ever been around someone who is laughing uncontrollably? It's practically impossible not to join in, right? So surround yourself with laughter enthusiasts, share a laugh with your favorite friends, watch a comedy show, or better yet, learn to laugh at yourself. Embrace those little mishaps and quirks that make you, well, you. Remember, life is too short to take everything too seriously, all right? So there you have it, laughter enthusiasts. Comedy isn't just for the stage, it's your ticket to a happier, healthier mind. So go ahead and have a good belly laugh and watch those stress clouds disappear. That's all for today, guys. I'm Camila McDonald, signing off. Until next time, keep those smiles shining and your giggles in full swing. Remember, life's a comedy, so we might as well laugh along. See you soon.
Come in, step into my corner office.
Literally a corner office.
Right, yes.
Growing up here in Jamaica now, we see these things grow widely on trees, you know.
That's actually where the chocolate is. As of 7 years old, I've said I'm going to become a pastry chef. I used to work with this really crazy, out-of-the-box thinking chocolatier. We started from our living room, and now we're here cranking out 1,000 bars a day.
I'm seeing banana, sweet potato.
Yeah, it's really important to us to translate Jamaican flavors to the world.
Come rise with Sunrise. Spend your day with Miss Kitty and Dennis. We've got your back in Money Masterclass with our financial guru, Carlton. Then we take a trip with Anansi. He weaves his web in Los Angeles. We'll wrap your morning with something for the kids. We're hanging with a gymnast. You've never seen a sunrise quite like this.
You don't have to be Rasta.
We have our first father and son duo.
I'm a fan. Likewise.
I actually got my first beating on tour from him with a drumstick. He said, "Hold on,
My mother was in America working for the Jackson 5 at the time.
Michael and Tito and
yes, sir, that 5.
I said, "Dad, you know some water, baby, now." I said, "No, son, don't do it."
I'll be down by the river.
The honorable member of Morgan Heritage.
All right.
The Cut, brought to you by Flo and Rare Nephew.
Now I'm where I wanna be.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm on Sunrise. Yeah.
I'm walking on Sunrise.
Yeah, I'm walking on Sunrise. Good morning, everybody. Beautiful.
You look surprisingly up.
Guys, let me tell you, to all the mommies and the daddies out there, good morning.
You look surprisingly up, and if she can be up, ladies and gentlemen, you can be up. So get on up.
Right now, I feel like I would want a little nipple buckle. I want a little nipple buckle. I need a little pampers.
I like it.
Listen.
I like it.
But you know what? When you
like
see the
it.
red light and the on air, you got to
It's
go.
just let's go.
And it's a part of life, you know, Dennis. You know, as adults.
For those who don't know, okay, so yesterday was AA's birthday, her first birthday, and AA. As I woke up yesterday morning, I went to the gym. Susan and I were doing our treadmill thing, and I'm like, she's on the treadmill right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, AA, shell down the place.
Yeah.
I want her enjoy her birthday.
Yes.
I just tired her out.
So you must do that. Yes,
I don't even know what I want. Listen, look here, I want her enjoy it, because guess what? She not gonna remember it.
Yeah.
I would have take the picture.
We have, listen.
I
we have a lot. A lot.
I was just happy. I was just happy.
I was happy. I was very emotional.
Yeah, of course.
I started getting emotional from like the Tuesday.
Yeah, but
because you know last year it was on a Tuesday. You know what I mean? And just looking back at even some of the video them where our father have, me no remember them something, you know.
No man, hold on. No, I mean that.
Totally.
I mean that.
Yeah, somebody did look. Somebody did sound mercy. That happened? Ooh. Because I don't remember, right?
Yeah.
So he has to fill in a lot of
the
details and the spaces, right? I remember the major stuff or some major things, but after a while, I blacked out. I don't even know. Yeah. The next thing, I wake up in our room. I'm like, okay, all right. Yeah. So totally discombobulated. And just to watch and look at her, you know, when she born, and it was, for me, it was just very emotional. And the whole time, I was just crying from like Tuesday to say, thank you, God. I'm just so grateful for his providence for a year, you know. There are so many parents who, you know, go through so much in a year. And, you know, to see her growing and thriving and, you know, just becoming so, you know, her own little person and doing the things. And I'm just really grateful. Grateful. Yeah, but I'm tired.
Yeah. Which is right.
Yeah.
Which is right. And you go which part there, fine.
That is so. That's why I'm going back.
Hold on, we have some footage. Do we have some footage? People, come on, we must have some footage.
I ate.
Do we have some footage?
My sweet baby. Grateful to God for blessing me with my precious sweetie pie, my AA. And she is the woman of the moment, the birthday princess. So everybody make some noise and welcome Tara Amore!
Hey, one thing, you know, SK, I got SK.
Listen, Shanna K. Pottinger is the rainmaker. She is the best in the business, bar none.
You get her something, she gonna do it.
Skate events, absolutely amazing. And of course, Asani there with the video. He was our photographer and videographer. Absolutely amazing.
What was her mood like during
her
the course
mood?
of the day? Because you know, some of the time, a weed at their feet, you know, but like, their moods come up and down.
All right, so at first she was okay a little bit, but remember her world is very curated.
Yes,
it was overwhelming.
Overstimulation. Yes. Overstimulation.
Definitely.
So and like after a while, she was
hanging on to her dad for dear life. Didn't want to go. You know, she was just not having it. And so even her look a smash cake, she know about that smash.
She know about that smash. And then she probably might know a nasty up her nail.
Exactly. Or her clothes. You know, say he's a hot girl. He's a hot girl.
She's like,
she's like, no.
Me come smash cake and dirty up my clothes. Me, mommy.
So, you know, but after a while, you know, but then after the party was over, she came alive.
I said, wow, look at you. You find your voice now when at bedtime.
No, man.
But it was a nice experience.
But I really want to say, though, congratulations to you and happy mom-anniversary to you.
Thank you.
I was thinking about it last night. I was saying, it is your first anniversary of embarking on parenthood.
Yeah.
And I think that I want to let you know that you are doing a good job. Because some of the times as a mom, sometimes as a parent, you're wondering, am I getting it right? Am I, you might have moments where you feel like, you're not perfect or whatever. What I'm saying, you're doing an excellent job. And from those of us who are vicariously sharing in your experience, I think you should feel good about yourself, that, there are far more good days than bad days. And I think that you should really feel happy with yourself. Bless up, Bless up. Because the days come and you're afraid and you wonder, you check if she breathing. No, man. Rest assured, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. And I want to affirm that and speak that into your life, yeah? All right. Jamaica has lifted visa requirements for the Dom rep. Did you know that? I didn't even know that there were visa requirements for the Dom rep.
Come here. I didn't know that. Because we don't need visa.
We go there all the time.
Yeah.
Like Jamaicans, we going to Dom rep. Like I went to Dom rep maybe
it's beautiful.
2-3 years ago. 2 years ago. And Jamaican did it like, whoa.
Yeah. But their ambassador, Angie Martinez, she's so
just
beautiful.
So awesome.
She's just so effervescent, just so affable. She is just so wonderful. And I want to say congratulations to Angie on this remarkable, moment, historic step, momentous occasion. And we welcome, bienvenido a Jamaica. Okay? Yeah.
Right. I started doing Duolingo Spanish.
That is it.
I mean, I've been doing, I have like over 1,100 days of French.
Yes.
But it's Jackson make me, catch you, I learn Spanish in a school. I can't help him. My mother always able. So like if me at home and like I'm like, Jackson.
What's going on?
And I'm writing this and
yeah.
Daddy, don't you know? Soy means I am. I'm like, soy
and one thing with Jackson, he's gonna let you know that you don't know Daddy. Daddy. Yes.
So I've been and so like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. So that
nice. I love that. Yeah, well, welcome to our side. Yeah. And for those who may not know, Duolingo is actually a app that you can. My godson Rashad Brown, he actually introduced me to it. So I saw him doing Japanese one day. So I'm like, Rush, what's that you're doing? So he's like, oh, auntie, it's Duolingo. I'm like, okay, what's that? And he was explaining it to me, and he actually downloaded it on my phone, and I've been on it since. So I'm doing French, I do French and Spanish,
Okay.
My husband in about 23 languages.
No, I'm not feel so bad. Come, I do look about 7.
Yes, I them something I can't take with no. Even a Diamond League, I just want to do my streets.
No, because I have my French when I do. I have Japanese when I touch back every now and then. Because I used to study Japanese back in the day.
Well, right now I'm doing Mominese.
But I have to touch the Spanish to help him.
¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias.
Disculpe.
Yes, buenos días, señor y señoritas.
Which is your reminder for the week. Go and learn something. Use that phone for something other than fastening people's business.
Absolutely.
Go and learn something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go and learn something.
And because, Dennis, my thing too is, as I've said, right, even just encouraging parents with children, let them learn a language.
Absolutely,
people with an additional language, as far as I'm concerned now, have an edge, right?
Yes.
Because the world has shrunk. You can be in Jamaica and be doing remote work for somebody in Dominican Republic.
And nobody...
and you know what I mean? You can do French. You can do so many things. And so the world is your oyster when you have another language. So I'm definitely for that.
Vraiment.
Vraiment. You okay? Yeah. Good. So big ups to everybody in Trinidad too. The Trinity Massive on the Carnival. Oh my God. Oh.
Garfield Booker Taylor, welcome home.
Yes. Good morning to all the Trinity Massive. Hola. Gyrating. Yes. Lovely. Doubles.
I was just...
It's a double for me. Yeah, but have you ever been to Trinity Carnival?
No.
I've never been to Trinity Carnival, but I would love to go. That's on my bucket list. That's actually on my bucket list. Sierra was down there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, having a good time,
Okay.
And a lot of Jamaicans were there too, so yeah. But love it. I love it, guys. So because all the Trinidad, Trinidad, she out.
Wow. Oh,
yeah, I get back my things them together and then brush out back in my 2-piece. Yeah, anytime I come back,
beat
a problem.
is automatic, supersonic, hit.
Sure, supersonic, but yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies, you know how it is, mommies, you know, when we get, you know what I'm saying, snatched. I'll rush out back here, right? Full force. But right about now, full force ahead. We got a great show lined up for you today, as per usual. But before we delve into that, here's your Thursday morning super mix right here on CVM TV.
The clay grows dry, but you keep your bodies guarded and heights of which you own. Take me by stones, going into the void, a way to get sun when your heart's not open. Ooh, certain things you just can't refuse. She wanna ride like a cruise, and I'm not trying to lose. Then you're left in the dust, unless I stuck by you. You're a sunflower. I think your love would be too much, or you'd be left in the dust, unless I stuck by you. You're the sunflower. You're the sunflower. I can't lie, I need you, Mr. Sun. I can't lie, I need you, Mr. Sun. Chasing after you, I'm on the run. Chasing after you, I'm on the run. Mr. Sun, I need you. Now I'm walking on sunshine. Wow, I'm walking on sunshine. Wow, I'm walking on sunshine. Wow, it's time to feel good. Hey.
Do whatever the crunch you want with KFC's popcorn chicken. Delicious, crispy, irresistible. Now available in hot and spicy. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
We needed to raise capital, but our experience with local financial institutions was that they were cautious and slow to act, and interest rates were far too high. We had real concerns about financing our business through outside equity investors and the possibility of interference. Could we get a fair valuation for our business? We had our own ideas about the business and its value. Should I go the traditional route of bank financing, or should I try the Jamaica Stock Exchange? So we made a call and experienced transformation of our business through conversations. I'm John Mafood, CEO of Jamaican Teas, and we're listed on the Jamaica Stock Exchange.
Give us a call today at 876-967-3271 to begin your transformation through conversation. We want to see your company listed on the Jamaica Stock Exchange.
Small business owners and independent contractors get affordable insurance with Sagicor Pro Shield. The time by Sagicor Life is
6:15. Are you a PATH or Wards of the State applicant? Then this video is for you. Guess what? You are not required to pay an application fee. And you automatically receive our granted aid of $60,000 upon your application submission for a targeted loan. For more SLB info, follow us on all social media platforms.
16 and a half after 6 o'clock. It's a Thursday morning here in Jamaica. Good morning to you wherever you are. It's now time for the headlines. And we know outside it might be bleak, but that's why we got TK.
Good morning.
What's up?
Good morning. I think Dennis has like a collection of student companion, first aid in English, junior English revised, everything. But I just like your brain. It's awesome sauce. Let me tell you. Yeah, because he just made that up.
Yeah.
I know it.
Don't like
yeah,
literally.
he just did.
No, you don't have to tell me. I know it. I used to think Dennis rehearsed these things.
No,
really and truly
no, I don't.
comes immediately.
But because you came in with the bam sunshine.
Yeah. What's that color called again, TK?
No, don't do me that, Miss Kitty, man.
Oh, God.
Don't do me that.
Jane bust me on it. Like
on this color? This is a color?
Yes, it's a color.
It's a proper,
like name.
Yellow?
No, Dennis, this is not yellow.
Yeah. It's not liver lime green. No
green.
DJ.
It's not
I'm gonna get that, Jane. We're gonna get it though, but it looks very good on you.
Thank you so much.
Really
I
elegant.
appreciate it.
It's very nice.
I'm
It's
sure this
yellow.
is fabulous.
Yes, it's like this color is wearing. It's yellow.
Yellow.
No, it's not. No.
Are you ready for the headlines?
Yes, we are.
Let's see the headlines, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's see what's happening today. So, U.S. Supreme Court orders release of $2 billion in USAID funds. So, in a landmark decision, the U.S. Supreme Court on yesterday, upheld an order from a federal judge instructing the government to release nearly $2 billion in foreign aid that was frozen under the Trump administration. The decision, handed down by a 5-4 vote, marks a significant win for organizations that provide critical humanitarian assistance globally. However, with the February 26th deadline now passed, questions remain about how and whether these funds will be distributed, especially since many organizations were informed their funding has already been terminated. In the Caribbean and broader global context, this ruling could have significant implications. The funds primarily allocated for humanitarian aid, medical research, and global development programs were crucial to numerous projects in the region. The freeze has already forced some of these projects to halt, potentially leaving thousands of individuals without vital services. The disruption in funding, coupled with the termination of numerous contracts, means that both short-term relief and long-term developmental goals are at risk, leaving a challenging road ahead for the region's most vulnerable communities. So
I'm happy to hear that. Happy to hear that. Let the law take its course, and it just also goes to show that not because you're president you can unilaterally just do things and wave a pen and think that you can rescind or take away certain, contractual arrangements or agreements and certain things that are enshrined in the Constitution. And so that is why you have to have checks and balances and a separation of powers, where you have the legislature, you have the judiciary, and of course you have the executive, right? And so it's not a one-man ship and a done ship and a dictatorship. So I'm very happy about this. I know that there are many countries who are in dire need of this kind of aid and support, and they rely on it. And even if it's not going to be business as usual, you don't just pull the rug from under somebody's feet like that, because these are lives. It's not just a monopoly, it's people's lives, livelihood that you're talking about. So I'm very happy. I think it's moving in the right direction.
I agree, generally speaking, with the sentiment. I'll just add that elections have consequences, and the operation of organizations like USAID, which are using U.S. taxpayers' money, this is money that, yes, the United States of America uses aid strategically for development, but for the advancement of its agenda. Now, I think that there are legitimate concerns about the way that USAID operates and other entities like USAID operates globally. And I think that we've not, because of maybe the inelegant way that this executive order has been executed, that persons would focus on the inelegance of it and not on the substance of the points that were being made. And I think that maybe a more nuanced approach, because for instance, humanitarian aid, I don't think needs to be mixed up in it. But let me say, I do agree with the point that persons in the Trump administration have said that USAID in many countries is manipulated or used or manipulating to further a particular agenda that the Trump administration does not support. And I've said it for many years that some of the times these developmental assistance comes with so many caveats and clauses and manipulative tactics that I don't agree with a lot of it, you know. And if we could afford it, if we weren't small island developing states, a long time I would have take back your money and go on with the agenda. But so I found it interesting when persons on the right, in America, were saying that they're going to change things when they come into office, if they come into office. No, they have come into office,
and they have changed it.
So elections have consequences.
And that's why you have to go out and vote.
But that's why, again, I'd say, exactly, you go out and you vote. But again, with separation of powers, I would also say that the judiciary as one arm of government, while preserving the rule of law, etc., must also bear in mind that it can't superimpose itself on and block the executive from executing policy. You know, in the same way that the executive, you wouldn't want the executive to be meddling in the activities of the judiciary. The judiciary can't just at will just meddle in
but the judiciary doesn't meddle because you have to present facts and you have to present arguments, you know what I mean?
Which is why I say preserving the rule of law.
And that is how they arrive at a particular decision based on the facts put before the court. And we listen to both sides and they will say, okay, we're going with this side.
True.
You know what I mean?
But so remember that the three arms of government are equal. And so the judiciary ought not be stronger than the executive. And as a general point, sometimes, like, if members of the executive, and even in Jamaica, you see, if members of the executive can't go out and get up and be critical of the judiciary.
No.
But members of the judiciary regularly get up on platforms and are critical of the executive or the legislature.
And I don't think it's broad-based.
And it depends, making a broad-based point.
And I think it depends on where in the judiciary you fall. Because, for example, is it the bar or the bench? And generally speaking, I don't hear attorneys at law. They may comment on certain things, but they don't berate or they don't lambast in a way where the executive, you know what I mean, they're under attack.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about the bar. Could never be the bar, really. I mean, you know.
The bar, the bench, it's sacrosanct, and so you have to just treat the judiciary as such. But I just think that for the main part, and I do take Dennis's point, because sometimes you've heard of some very clandestine operations that are promulgated under the guise of U.S. aid, right?
Yes.
So I do believe in investigation and so on, because at the same time, you don't want, because of help, you're helping yourself, you know what I mean? Or you're helping down.
And there are some organizations in communities who are funded by aid agencies and who carry out a particular agenda and pursue a particular narrative, which is really not pro
and in the best interest of the people.
But they might do it in the best interest of their funding.
So it being looked at is one thing, but also at the point of just pulling it.
You just pull it. Like I saw a man who supplies like a particular type of food supply to these countries in particular places in the world, and he has product that was supposed to go out, it branded with USAID, it can't take off, and he's like, I'm caught in the middle of this. Like, what do I do with now? He's like, this is millions of dollars. What do I do with it? Like those things, I'm like, you have legal contractual arrangements. Well, you have to honor. So you can't do those. You can't just do it like that. But let's not lose the value of the point that's being made.
Definitely. All right. So next up, real quick, Jamaica, New York City resident charged in Taylor Swift ticket resale scam. Surprise! U.S. authorities have charged two individuals, Tyrone Rose, 20, of Kingston, Jamaica, and Shamara P. Simmons, 31, of Jamaica, Queens, with orchestrating a scheme that illegally generated $635 by reselling nearly 1,000 concert tickets, primarily for Taylor Swift's Eras tour. The operation exploited a vulnerability within StubHub's ticket site system between June 2022 and July 2023. Rose, employed by a BPO contractor in Kingston, intercepted approximately 350 orders, accessing 993 tickets. These tickets were then forwarded to Simmons and another accomplice in Queens, who resold them on StubHub at inflated prices. Both Rose and Simmons face charges of grand larceny, computer tampering, and conspiracy, each carrying potential prison sentences of 3 to 15 years. They were released without bail and are scheduled to return to court on March 7.
Great. Let the law take its course.
That sounds like the Jamaicanist thing.
Just make sure you do the crime, you can do the time. Because in a time like this, when you're supposed to look for come from prison, not God. You understand?
But you're 20, yeah. I'm sorry. You know what I feel?
It is. Greed. Unnecessary.
People need to realize that the scamming is long moved past, hello, today's your lucky day.
Yeah.
You've just won $1 million. Ma'am, cool off of the bed out. We've moved a long way from that.
Just a bad
Ma'am, cool off of the bed out. We've moved from that. The scams are very sophisticated.
Yes.
They're getting much more elaborate.
Yes.
They're manifesting in all Taylor Swift get chopped.
Well, the case is before the court, so let the evidence lead, and the court will do what the court does.
Yep.
Maybe if it's a Jamaican court, then would get maybe a 6 months or a suspended sentence. But don't play with Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam will whop you.
Keep us in the news for good things, okay? No more of this, please. All over the world, keep us in the news for good.
We are seeing this, the banging line and chopping line and banging this and banging that.
You know what? Did they say word sound power, you know?
Tune.
So, hello.
There you go.
Have to know what you're doing. Have to know. All right, guys, thank you so very much.
Just
That's
say
us.
money shoes walking ice cream.
Money shoes, on a money foot,
walking
on a money ankle, on a money shin, on a money kneecap. Oh my Lord. When we return, we're going to be talking about currency of connection in Money Masterclass, brought to you by
JN Bank.
Be sure to stay with us right here on Sunrise.
Come in, step into my corner office.
Literally a corner office.
Right, yes.
Growing up here in Jamaica now, we see these things grow widely on trees, you know.
That's actually where the chocolate is. As of 7 years old, I've said I'm going to become a pastry chef. I used to work with this really crazy, out-of-the-box thinking chocolatier. We started from our living room, and now we're here cranking out 1,000 bars a day.
I'm seeing banana, sweet potato.
Yeah, it's really important to us to translate Jamaican flavors to the world.
You don't have to be Rasta. We have our first father and son duo. I'm a fan.
Likewise.
Yeah.
I actually got my first beating on tour from him with a drumstick. He said, "Hold on,
My mother was in America working for the Jackson 5 at the time.
Michael and Tito and
yes, sir, that 5.
I said, "Dad, you know some water, baby, now." I said, "No, son, don't do it."
I'll be down by the river.
The honorable member of Morgan Heritage.
All right.
The Cut, brought to you by Flo and Rare Nephew.
Now I'm where I want to be.
In a world where innovation meets tradition, agriculture is evolving like never before. From the latest sustainable farming technologies to age-old practices passed down through generation, agriculture is
precious to me.
I love the animals. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I love working.
Join us right here on CVM TV every Sunday during news at 7 as we explore the people, the science, and the breakthroughs that are shaping the way we grow, eat, and live. You don't want to miss it. This is Farming Forward.
Lovely, lovely. It's a beautiful Thursday morning. Good morning to you. Welcome back to Sunrise, Sunrisers. Good morning to everyone watching on YouTube and to everybody watching in TV land. A resplendent morning to you. Yep, the week is almost over and I know tomorrow is Friday and we're all looking forward to a restful weekend. Also, let me say happy birthday belatedly to Abby. Our own Abby. Yeah, she celebrated. She and AA are our birthday twins.
Yeah.
So big ups to Abby. Happy birthday, my love. I wish that I hope that you live to see many more and may God continue to bless you.
Crocs it, bad.
Yeah, and a new hairstyle too. Yeah, that's what it is, right? Now it's time to get out your notepads and it's all about Money Masterclass brought to you by
JN Bank.
That's right. Today, we're talking about the art of networking. Yes, because in this life, it's not all about what you know. Sometimes it comes down to who you know and who knows you as well.
Yes.
So guys, isn't that right, Sir Carlton? It's time?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but happy belated birthday to your little baby.
Thank you.
May I share one already?
Yeah, one already.
Oh, she reached one. She won last week.
I'm told her.
But happy belated birthday to her. Blessings
you.
and guidance.
Thank you so much,
Wonderful.
Carlton.
But before we jump into it, I was at Bert's Auto on Monday or Tuesday.
It hurts if you don't check Bert's.
And they are in love. Tell Miss Kitty hello and Dennis hello. We watch every morning, don't we?
Morning, Bert.
Hi, Bert.
Michelle is the manager and Simone and her mom love Miss Kitty and they love Dennis. And they talk about them and the mother. She was stressed out in the week when the live went down and they give me the entire story.
Oh, wow.
So big up the Bert's crew on Haggle Park Road.
Bert's. Hi, Bert's.
Yes.
It hurts. If you don't check Bert's.
That's
That's
wonderful.
right.
Good morning. So that's all report at the start this morning's lesson.
Yeah.
Networking and
Yes.
the impact it has on your financial life. And
Yes.
sometimes we don't realize the power of how it is that we know and who we know, the power of that.
Yes.
I start by saying the good book says in Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 8.
Come on, somebody.
Hallelujah. Is that you must walk with the wise and you will become wise.
Amen.
But a company of fool suffers harm. You
Amen.
don't want nothing more than that. To understand that you need to surround yourself with persons who are going somewhere. But you may ask, what is networking, Carlton? It's really the process of building relationships with people from various backgrounds, from various industries, from various professions, in an attempt to exchange resource, support, and value. So you're not only taking from people, Dennis, or Miss Kitty, and not take.
Yes.
But we are exchanging.
It's a symbiotic relationship.
Exactly. And
Yes.
sometimes why other persons may shy away from networking, meaning the persons who may have to give, because they may feel like you want to know them because of what you can get from them.
Parasite, in front of the parasitic behavior.
Exactly. But it's so important that in your own small way, you also have something to give.
Yes.
You have some, it doesn't matter at what level you are or you may think you are, you have something to give. And when you recognize your value as well, networking becomes a little bit easier. Let's jump in the type of networking and I'll get into it. The first type is professional networking, meaning where you are, your company, within that space where you are trying to network, to connect with people on that level. Also a little bit of mentorship. Number two, you have social networking, where you try to connect with people through social media. So for example, LinkedIn is a very professional site which you can use to connect with future employees, future employers, persons who you want to book deals with, etc. But sometimes we think that social media is only for the negative aspects or just
and
for the
fun. Other people when
yes,
you go get some
and
therapy.
bad comments and whatever the case is.
No, that's LinkedIn. Remember, was it? Were you on the show?
Yes, the LinkedIn guy. Yes, I call him the LinkedIn gentleman.
And trust me, LinkedIn is like a friendly. It's a far more friendly space.
But
it's professional. Because it's professional. Like all of the toxicity is not there.
And if it is that you put yourself out in the right light, I can remember in about maybe 2019, I was working at one company, and a company phoned me on LinkedIn because we were connecting, flew me out to Belize, for example, to say, let us interview you, we want to run a company, etc. But it was through the power of networking, of you seeing the things that I like, the areas I'm posting in. They say, no man, this person looks at least they are going somewhere, so I maybe want to be in contact with that person. You can also have in-person, where you are attending the necessary events, you know, attending things that are substantial, uplifting, so you as a person can benefit as well. You're doing all of this because you want to grow professionally as a person. You want to grow, and that's why you are networking. Let's look at the benefits of doing that. Number one, career guidance. You want to know persons, Dennis, who you can get some guidance from. So Miss Kitty, I don't think that's the right direction to go. Or here's my thought. I can also draw another personal experience. I remember I've been in banking all my life, but I want to do IT. And I went to the university to study computer programming. That's what I was doing. My then CEO, who we became good colleagues, Mr. Carlton, I don't see as an IT person. I see as somebody who can connect with people and communicate and talk. I think sales is your area. Because of that networking, I've never worked a day in IT before. I've never worked a day. But I've been in sales and financial education and management for the last maybe 15, 18, 20 years because of networking and knowing the right people. So it is so important. Number two, you get access to information. Information meaning expert advice, and that is key. Sometimes we are operating in a space and we don't have the guidance of somebody who have been there before. And it's so important that sometimes you get guidance from people who have been there before.
Yeah, because Carlton, if you can tell me or give me advice and direction, you know, or directives rather, you can collapse like 15 years in 3 months. You know what I mean?
Easily.
So with all your wealth of experience, all your knowledge. Say for example, I want to enter the police force. I would talk to Dennis. Like, Dennis, I think I want to transition into the Jamaica Constabulary Force. What route should I take, or what area, instead of me just go sign up blindly and not knowing what to do.
Exactly. And that's what career advancement is another thing as well. When you network with the right people, when you're in the right space, you are qualified, yes, but when it is that somebody know you, a role comes up and you can say, no man, Dennis XYZ, Kitty XYZ, because of networking. And one of the bigger ones is business opportunity and deals. 90% of deals aren't done in the boardroom. That is just the reality.
On the golf course.
On the golf course. You go for a drink.
At the brunch.
Gym, at brunch.
Because at the birthday parties.
Exactly. You are networking. Another example again, it was, a week or two ago. Somebody would have said to Dennis, hey Dennis, I want to reach out to Carlton and see. Because I know Dennis because hey, Carlton, so-and-so want to start investing now. Where I do. We can't easily make a connection now. I went up by the company, we meet some people here, they want to start the business. The power of networking. Because Dennis know me, him can say Carlton, XYZ. If I want to do something with the Dennis field, yo Dennis, where the plan, how they stay, which is important, you know different people. You can't be on the same people every single day and want to advance.
But Carlton,
it's not my work.
As I've often said, you know, sometimes we think our circle is a circle, but it's actually a cage, right? And you have to be very mindful of that, because sometimes we'll say, oh, I want a new friend. Oh, yo, my circle. So actually, you need some new friends.
You need some
because the ones that you have are not really your friends, they're your enemies, right? And they are around you to just suffocate you and not want you to elevate or for you to progress. And so you have to sometimes come out of your comfort zone, because, and I think that we should, just like how, you know, we do an inventory of our bank accounts, do an inventory of our health, and so on, do an inventory of our network. Who am I really talking to? Like, we don't have for the
you can't just have my benefit friend.
Because Dennis, you are the sum total of the 4 closest persons to you. If you are surrounded by 4 broke people, trust and believe, guess who's going to be the 5th one? If you are surrounded by 4 rich ones, because sometimes then they say, ever just notice, oh, a bit rich people just link. Yes, then, oh, you have a class, how to go? Like, oh, there's just no one under that stuff.
So, exactly.
And then one is just rich.
When you said an evaluate, Ms. Kitty asked the question just now. When you said an evaluate, what am I drawing or giving from the 4 closest people around me? Have you ever stopped to evaluate? What do we talk about when we link up? When we talk, are we talking deals? If it's not surrounding anything of value, you have to say, no, man. Something not add up.
And don't get me wrong, guys, right? Not all the time me and Carlton or me and Dennis link up. Are we going to talk about deals and it's about business? But after you chat foolishness too. After me I chat fool for people too. You know what I mean?
But every time.
Every time, so. And it's always just toxic and negative. You have to evaluate. And sometimes you have to check yourself, because you might be the toxicity in the group.
You're the problem.
You are the problem.
Maybe you're the problem. When Mr. Carlton, we can't do it because it can be nerve-wracking. Especially when you're not confident enough. You don't want to go up and say, hey, Miss Kitty, you don't know what Mamuchi in her, you don't know what Dennis in her. So it can be a little bit nerve-wracking, even when you are confident in yourself. See, Mr. Carlton, how do I go about doing it? And I said, number one, I said always active listening. You're going to a group, you're going to an area, you hear the Dennis talk, you hear the value that he brings, what he values. You listen. And you not listen to just respond, you listen to understand. So when it's time for you now to make that move or to say hello, you know. So Miss Kitty, I was talking about her daughter, you know, she love her daughter. Her birthday, I come up, Miss Kitty, happy birthday, etc. Miss Kitty automatically that just dropped on the walls right there. So and then he said, me may talk about him, Son Jackson. You just try to find key areas where you can maybe connect to bring the walls down, and then you maybe start introducing yourself, etc., etc. Number 2, you can empathize as well. So if something is happening, the person will have spoken something. You don't just dismiss it. For example, Dennis Wagwan, how's everything? Then you say, you know, things are really good. Ah, cool. He just said that things are not good. You know, things are not okay. You know, how's everything? Can we talk, etc. This is in a circle that you may already know people already. Because I know sometimes we ask a question to respond, but not to understand.
Truly.
But in networking, listen, empathize, and to communicate. And the last one is to follow up. Follow up. If I promise to call you back, I'm going to call you back. We met in our social gathering, I gave you my card, etc. You want to make sure you're following up with people to form that connection. People must say, Carlton is a man of his word. And that is so important. Because we must all be people of our word.
Amen.
We say we watch Corner Office every Thursday, we'll watch Corner Office every Thursday. You see, you support the show? You support the show because tonight on Corner Office, we went to Pure Chocolate. It's a company here in Jamaica that uses the chocolate from the tree and they make some authentic Jamaican branded chocolate. Breadfruit chocolate, sorrel chocolate. Wow, let me not say anymore. Check the video.
Corner Office. I like that. And I really like the persons that you bring on. And again, it's like, even how Carlton is saying, Dennis, to talk to people and know people. When after a while, it's like being on LinkedIn. After a while, you see the same person at these events and so on. I'm like, oh, I've seen your face. I know your face.
Exactly.
But, you know, so you don't, because after a while, a stranger becomes a familiar face.
It's true.
And it makes it easier.
But let us see tonight what is coming on. So person can have appreciation for what's coming on the show tonight. Let's go to the phone.
Step into my corner office.
Literally a corner office.
Right, yes.
Growing up here in Jamaica now, we see these things grow widely on trees. You know.
That's actually where the chocolate is. As of 7 years old, I've said I'm going to become a pastry chef. I used to work with this really crazy, out-of-the-box thinking chocolatier. We started from our living room, and now we're here cranking out 1,000 bars a day.
I'm seeing banana, sweet potato.
Yeah, it's really important to us to translate Jamaican flavors to the world.
Amazing, that's good.
Tune in tonight. I made chocolate, so check it.
You made chocolate.
Chocolate. Persons can actually go there now as a date and make chocolate together.
So
it's a thing there.
I was always wondering if we have those things in Jamaica.
Yes, you go down there, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, you go down there, make chocolate together. Check them out. Check out tonight. It was amazing.
That's wonderful. We'll definitely be tuning in. And I have somebody for Corner Office for you. A really great young lady.
Call me up.
Very good. Yeah.
Then you say nobody. Call me up too.
You see, come back again, networking is good. You know.
All right.
So,
and you know one of the key takeaways, especially when you look at the skills, it's a process. First word, a process, not an event. It's not an event. It's a process of building relationships. Building relationships takes work. It takes time. You don't just say, "Oh, I was networking with Miss Kitty." No,
that's how it go.
No. Process. Building.
Yeah, and also think about giving back too. Don't just be there to grab.
It's an exchange. Of value.
Like how we want grab Carlton sneakers, but I'm not telling a lie.
Can we get some sneaker cam as we go?
Them shoes that cannot just come so. No, ma'am, I'm not telling. You know, the old school kids. Kept on doing.
Hold on, no. Me could have wear that shoe.
Man,
look, no, man, you can't give me that shoes. Look at the shirt.
Them shoes are trash. You know what I mean?
Size 11? 11?
Listen, fresh.
13.
Oh, okay. That was my master class.
I'm listening, like in my brain, my body play. He never did me wake up.
Hey, jump up in the wake up. Every girl about.
Hey, Carlton, man. Carlton, money got mad.
Money Masterclass is brought to you by JN Bank. And remember, your next opportunity might be just one handshake away. There's more Sunrise after this break. So go network. Go network.
Yes. Get some good shoes, because you can network on that.
At Attention! The NWC's amnesty package is here, overflowing with a bucket full of goodies from January 2 to March 31, 2025. Disconnected for over 6 months, residential customers can get a 50% write-off. Pensioners and path beneficiaries get a full write-off on balances over 2 years. Do you have outstanding debt between 90 days and 2 years due to an underground leak? You may qualify for a 25% concession. Plus, enjoy discounts from 30 to 50% depending on your arrears. So, don't delay. Let's hear from you today. Dial 888-225-5692 or 888-CALL-NWC. The NWC's Amnesty Package. Get your share from our bucket full of goodies. Conditions apply.
Take control of your energy whenever and wherever.
JPS, powering what matters. The time by the My JPS app is
6:45.
the internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
In a world where innovation meets tradition, agriculture is evolving like never before. From the latest sustainable farming technologies to age-old practices passed down through generation, agriculture is
precious to me.
I love the animals. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I love working.
Join us right here on CVM TV every Sunday during news at 7 as we explore the people, the science, and the breakthroughs that are shaping the way we grow, eat, and live. You don't want to miss it. This is Farming Forward.
Hey, welcome back to Sunrise, folks. Now, we all know the tale of Brother Nancy.
Nancy.
Brother Nancy and Brother Tukama.
Yeah, right.
That cunning, clever spider who always has a trick up his sleeve. Well, what happens when our beloved storyteller takes his web-spinning talents to Hollywood? Well, one Jamaican animator has brought this cultural icon to life in an award-winning film, proving that our stories belong on the world stage. Well, joining us to tell us what Anansi has been doing in LA is independent animator and filmmaker Jared Hall. Jared, good morning.
Hi, Jared. Good morning. How are ya?
Hi, good morning. I'm happy to be here.
Lovely. Now, of all the things to take to LA, I never would have thought Nancy. Talk to us about the inspiration. Why to take, get Anansi visa, take him from Jamaica, carry him to LA, and how did the LA people respond?
Oh man, they love Anansi over here. It's actually really crazy. Some already knew about him before I even brought him here. I'm like, what? You know Anansi? And like, how can you not love him? He's like, and he can be an idiot, he can be smart, he can be dumb, he can, like, he's so entertaining as a character.
Well, did you choose Anansi because of the exportability then? Because I know that in some other Caribbean cultures, there are interpretations of Anansi, and maybe in coming from certain African countries, there are some interpretations. Have you found that, like, other countries, black populations, have a concept of Anansi that made it easier?
Yes. That's definitely part of it. That's also why I adapted like his first story, like how Anansi's stories, got started, because that would be a great introduction to his character. But I also felt like I hadn't seen much done with the Caribbean version, where it's a tiger and a snake and like these specific details that I remember from when I grew up hearing the story.
All right. So as a filmmaker making your debut, why did you choose to kick things off like this?
Well, I mean, this film is so much like me just showing the world like, oh, this is everything I love. This is everything I like to do. So I just thought like, let me just put it all into this, everything I can into this one film. And, you know, so much of my love of Anansi, my love of folk tales, my love of animation is all in there.
Yes. So talk to us about some of the thematic issues that you tackle in this film. And without giving away too much, talk to us about what the film is about.
Oh, well, I mean, I think a lot of people know this story by now. It's just Anansi, you know, he's in the jungle. And back in the day, he wasn't in charge. Tiger was in charge. And Anansi's not that happy about it. He's talking big. And Tiger overhears him and he calls him out. He's like, okay, prove it. You know, you think you're so big, whatever, you go and capture Snake. See if you can do that. And now Anansi actually has to put his money where his mouth is. And he's got to go and do this impossible thing. And I mean, you know how the tale ends. But that's like the hook, I would say.
Wonderful. What does this mean for animators, Jared? You know, it's opening vistas where normally maybe a Jamaican animator didn't think that a film like this would translate. What would be your word to, you know, young, upcoming, burgeoning animators, filmmakers from Jamaica who want to foray into, you know, overseas markets? And what does it mean for you as well with the success of this film?
Well, you know, I have to say, I never expected the success of this film, but I'm extremely happy with it. And I think it proves that there's an interest and a market for Jamaican stories and for Jamaican people telling our stories in not just Hollywood, but the whole world, because this film has gone international too, you know? And I just feel like if you're a Jamaican animator, I would do your best to find your voice and tell stories that mean a lot to you and put your own unique spin on them.
Amazing. All right, so talk to us about where can we see this film, because I'm quite sure that many of us would want to say, okay, let me see Jared's interpretation of Anansi Nelly.
Well, unfortunately, the film is not publicly available yet, because when you do festivals, they're like, oh, it's got to be private, you know, only in the festival stuff, you know? So it'll still be, until it finishes its festival run, it'll still be private. But as soon as it's out, I imagine later this year, I'm going to release it online, on YouTube, on Vimeo, all the platforms. And I'm also planning on doing a book version of the film as well. So that'll be something people can just take home.
I think just by looking at the colors, it just looked like something that would leap off a page and get kids excited about reading and introduce Anansi to a new generation. I think it would be a brilliant book, definitely. I support it 100%.
Nice. So what's next for you, Jared? We're at Cannes Film Festival. What's the next festival you want to conquer?
You know, I'm still hearing, I got to hear for a couple festivals still. I think like Tribeca might be the next one I'm going to hear from. But honestly, I'm going to be working on that Anansi book, and I'm working on a whole other film now too.
Oh, nice.
It's also going to be tangentially related to Caribbean folktales, but very different from Anansi. So who knows when that'll be out, but I'm working on a whole other film right now.
Amazing.
Well, kudos to you, and thank you for representing Jamaica and the Caribbean in the way that you have, Jared.
It's my genuine pleasure.
Wonderful. Our guest this morning, Jared Hall, independent animator and filmmaker, bringing Anansi across the seas onto the big screen. TK is up next with the morning news, so please do stay with us.
Rainforest, I go give you plenty healthy ways to switch up your meals. Fresh flavor that we need. A new recipe every day of the week. And look how good me feel. Come catch the vibe. Rainforest, catch the seafood vibe.
You don't have to be Rasta.
That's me on the corner. we have our first father and son duo. I'm a fan.
Likewise.
I actually got my first beating on tour from him with a drumstick. He said, hold on,
My mother was in America working for the Jackson 5 at the time.
Michael and Tito and
yes, sir, that 5.
I said, Dad, you know, some water, baby, now. I said, no, son, don't do it.
I'll be down by the river.
The honorable member of Morgan Heritage.
All right.
The Cut, brought to you by Flo and Rare Nephew.
Now I'm where I want to be.
Come in, step into my corner office. Literally a corner office. Right, yes. Growing up here in Jamaica now, we see these things grow widely on trees. That's actually where the chocolate is. As of 7 years old, I've said I'm going to become a pastry chef. I used to work with this really crazy, out-of-the-box thinking chocolatier. We started from our living room, and now we're here cranking out 1,000 bars a day. I'm seeing banana, sweet potato. Yeah, it's really important to us to translate Jamaican flavors to the world.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
In a world where innovation meets tradition, agriculture is evolving like never before. From the latest sustainable farming technologies to age-old practices passed down through generation, agriculture is
precious to me.
I love the animals. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I love working.
Join us right here on CVM TV every Sunday during news at 7 as we explore the people, the science, and the breakthroughs that are shaping the way we grow, eat, and live. You don't want to miss it. This is Farming Forward.
Hey you know all the people in your business?
You should take advantage of CVM TV's unbeatable small business advertising package. Trust me.
And get your goods and services in front of your customers today.
For $150,000, you get a high-quality professional commercial.
Plus 20 prime-time commercial spots.
That's massive exposure at a fraction of the cost.
Including on the #1 morning show in Jamaica, Sunrise.
So don't wait. Call us on 658-208-5377 and see your business goals happen right here on CVM Television.
Where the difference is made. Where titles are decided. Where respect is earned. Excel here and you could go down in history. It's the final third. CVM TV's weekly JPL preview show every Sunday, starting 30 minutes before our live broadcast. Get insight, analysis, and hear from your favorite players weekly, just before we bring you our feature broadcast for the day. Move from defense to attack and join us in the final third. This and every Sunday until the end of the JPL season.
Sports should be fun. Sports should be interesting. Sports should be entertaining. Sports should be riveting. This is CVM Sports. I'm Jordan Flint.
The Time by Hyundai or Hyundai 5 free payments, 3 years free insurance, or 3 years free petrol bonus is
7 o'clock.
Welcome to Morning News. I'm TK Dawkins. A fire ripped through sections of Fleet Street and Lad Lane in central Kingston just a week ago, destroying at least 12 homes and leaving over 50 people displaced. Now the government is stepping in, offering aid and addressing concerns over who qualifies for support. Courtney Lewis reports.
The government has pledged assistance to victims who lost their homes in a devastating fire on Fleet Street and Lad Lane just 1 week ago. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, along with Member of Parliament Donovan Williams and the local government Minister Desmond McKenzie, visited the affected Central Kingston community. While recovery efforts are underway, the PM says the rebuilding will take time.
Before we can assist in any meaningful way other than the humanitarian assistance, which is already in train, the building assistance, we have to determine the ownership of the land. That's number one. And then we have to do some social investigation into the circumstances of the persons to determine the extent to which we can help.
But the concern remains for families who cannot prove ownership. The Prime Minister explains the government cannot construct on land it does not own.
Once ownership is established, then we can determine what we can do, whether it is to replace a building or to give a grant. Now, for those persons who are living on property that they don't own or don't have the title to, then we still will help, but we will help you maybe with building material or some other form of assistance. But we cannot build on land that is not our land, or we don't have the right to build on it.
In the meantime, Member of Parliament Donovan Williams is conducting property assessments, which the Prime Minister says will help guide the assistance effort.
The land situation is being assessed, that they do have titles and permission. And so for those that they don't have the title, or they know who the owners are, then we will seek to get permission from the owners to build.
Courtney Lewis for CVM News.
2 people, including a Jamaican, have been arrested and charged in connection with a cybercrime ring that defrauded nearly 1,000 concert tickets valued at almost 1 billion Jamaican dollars. Among them is Tyrone Rose, a former employee of Sutherland Global Services, and Shamara Simmons of Queens, New York. Authorities say they exploited their access to ticketing platform StubHub to scam tickets for high-demand events. Queens District Attorney Melinda Katz says both face charges of grand larceny, first-degree computer tampering, and conspiracy. They are due back in court on Friday, March 7. Over to sports now. New Zealand stormed into the Champions Trophy final with a dominant 50-run win over South Africa in Lahore on Wednesday. Batting first, the Black Caps set a tournament record 362 for 6, powered by centuries from Kane Williamson, 101, and Rasheen Ravindra, 108. Their 164-run stand was also a record, with Williamson securing his 15th ODI ton and Ravindra his 5th. South Africa started aggressively, reaching 162 for 2, but collapsed to 312 all out after losing their last 8 wickets for just 150 runs. David Miller fought back with a blistering unbeaten century off 67 balls, but it wasn't enough. Final scores: New Zealand 362 for 6, South Africa 312. The Black Caps now head to Dubai to face India in Sunday's final, chasing their first ICC white ball title in 25 years. A recent training exercise commissioned by regulators, the Jamaica Racing Commission, was reportedly well received. The exercise, which was carried out by renowned steward Donald Simmons of the USA, put forward several proposals, among them additional stewards to assist with decision making, which will ultimately rest with the 3 empaneled stewards for the day, and announcements by the stewards as to the reasons behind their decisions, particularly in cases of disqualification. These are issues Director of Racing Antoine Nemhard says will improve the product.
For us, though, before we implement any changes, I think it is only reasonable that we include the opinions of the horsemen and the stakeholders who would be affected by such a move. And so I would love that we have a little sit down and meet with the stakeholder groups, with the promoting company, suggesting to them some of the strategies that was presented by Mr. Simmons, and to discuss the feasibility of those within our racing jurisdiction. And if it finds merit, with the horsemen, and I certainly believe it's something that we should move quickly to implement because it could bring about well-needed changes.
And that's it for Morning News. Join us again at noon for more from our news and sports desk. I'm TK Dawkins. Sunrise continues after this.
You don't have to be Rasta. We have our first father and son duo. I'm a fan. Likewise. I actually got my first beating on tour from him with a drumstick. He's like, hold on.
My mother was in America working for the Jackson 5 at the time.
Michael and Tito and
yes, sir, that 5.
I said, Dad, you know some water, baby, now. I said, no, son, don't do it.
I'll be down by the river.
The honorable member of Morgan Heritage.
All right.
The Cut, brought to you by Flo and Rare Nephew.
Now I'm where I want to be.
In a world where innovation meets tradition, agriculture is evolving like never before. From the latest sustainable farming technologies to age-old practices passed down through generation, agriculture is
precious to me.
I love the animals. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I love working.
Join us right here on CVM TV every Sunday during news at 7 as we explore the people, the science, and the breakthroughs that are shaping the way we grow, eat, and live. You don't want to miss it. This is Farming Forward.
Come in, step into my corner office.
Literally a corner office.
Right, yes.
Growing up here in Jamaica now, we see these things grow widely on trees, you know.
That's actually where the chocolate is. As of 7 years old, I've said I'm going to become a pastry chef. I used to work with this really crazy, out-of-the-box thinking chocolatier. We started from our living room, and now we're here cranking out 1,000 bars a day.
I'm seeing banana, sweet potato.
Yeah, it's really important to us to translate Jamaican flavors to the world.
Lovely, lovely. Oh my goodness, it's Thursday morning. Good morning to everybody. I know the parents are loving this week right now because midterm is on, right? Jackson's at home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jackson's
Which means
resting.
he's at work with me.
Right, that part.
I think he needs to go with his mom.
Yeah, maybe to go, yeah. But hi, parents, good morning. How are you? I pray that the traffic is a little less this morning. And of course, the chickadees are having a great time and playing and loving
Come up with activities. Don't make them stay on the devices all day.
Truly. Yeah, and also, Dennis, my heart, it goes out to all the parents who are sick right now because there's this flu going around and cold going around. And you know, when the babies are sick, parents are sick.
You're going to get it.
So parents, if you're not feeling well this morning, if you have blow off your nose and a cough out your throat, hello.
We're here for you. Press
on. We
send
you love. We send you good vibes, right? But guess what, guys? A lot of Jamaican, know that the public transportation can be a bit difficult sometimes, right? It can be a journey. But what if I told you that it's about to get a whole lot smarter? Well, guess what? We want to be doing smarter, not harder traveling. The Jamaican Urban Transit Company, the JUTC, is introducing Smart Fare, a system designed to make your commute smoother, safer, and most importantly, cash free. Joining us to break it all down this morning, our JUTC Corporate Communications Manager, Chantal Thompson, and Marketing and Sales Manager, Natalia Palomino. Good morning, ladies. Welcome.
Good morning, ladies. How are you guys doing?
Good morning. Right.
Yes.
The Smart Fare.
Yes.
Talk to us about that because, of course, we want to make sure. I like the JUTC buses. Nowadays, they look very clean and foreignish. I hear that AC's in them. I love it. Talk to me about the new fleet that you guys have serving the public.
Well, I'll start with a campaign that we just launched. So we recently launched a campaign called Ride or Right with Smart Fare, which is a new card that we're introducing.
Right.
We launched this campaign on Tuesday at our 4 locations, the Downtown Ticket Office, the Spanish Town Lay-by, the Greater Portmore and the big event at the Halfway Tree Transport Center where we had a press conference to officially launch this campaign. So what this Ride campaign is about is to encourage, to emphasize safe commuting behaviors on two parts, from the passenger side and from the JUTC side. So from the passenger side, it's the standing line, which is where we'll be partnering, we're collaborating with the Transport Authority and, you know, the Ministry of Education. And then we have the Keep Your Receipt. Why is it so important to keep your receipt? And we'll be doing a 360 campaign to really push this to social media, you know, digital media.
Yes.
We'll be on the ground, we'll be at the transport center talking to our commuters, and how to ride right from the JUTC side is continuously introducing our CNG and our LNG buses that is environmental friendly, and where we've been collaborating with the Jamaica Council of Persons for Disabilities to ensure that our agents can better cater to our special needs. So it's a full 360 campaign that we officially launched on Tuesday, and we're full in effect with our new Smart Fare card, which Ms. Palomino will jump into.
Talk to us about the card.
Right. Okay. So the Smart Fare card is new. It's sleek. It's modern technology.
And it's working.
Yes. Definitely.
Very well. Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
It operates on a cloud-based platform.
Okay.
So here about this. This is one of the major benefits of the card. Now, for instance, each card have its own unique QR code and identifier number. So parents can top up their children's card without actually having the card there. Yes, yes.
So how do they do that, for instance?
Okay, so for instance, as I mentioned before, it have a unique identifier number, and each number is connected to a profile.
Yes.
Right? So let's just say I go to a pharmacy and I'm there topping up my card. I can supply the unique number to the merchant. Yes, and they type it in, and they would say, okay, baby Dennis Brooks, and I'm going to put $500 on Dennis Brooks' card, and then Brooks is okay to journey.
And in doing so, you're ensuring that I don't have to give my child cash that they might lose or you know, lose.
Definitely. Yeah. And speaking about that, we change out children's smarter card on a daily basis, because you know kids lost their cards a lot, right?
Yeah.
So we're introducing also a app, and with the app, a parent can have multiple profiles on the app. Yes.
Okay.
And with the app also, you could pay for your transportation through the app without actually having the card.
Oh wow! Yeah, I said so. Like that's where the QR code.
That's where the
code.
Yes.
That's hot.
Yes.
I noticed, Ms. Palomino, you said vendors. Where can we get these smart cards to purchase?
Smart Fare.
Smart Fare.
Smart Fare. Right.
Yes.
So the Smart Fare cards are free. Yes, the cards are free. You do not have to pay for these cards. You could come to any one of the JUTC ticket offices, the Halfway Tree Transport Center, the Greater Portmore ticket office that is located in Greater Portmore Shopping Center, Downtown ticket office that's located off Church Street, and the Spanish Town lay-by ticket office that is located off Burke Road.
Okay. Chantal, could you, these things, these innovations that JUTC is introducing, because that's what they are, they're innovations, technological innovations, you're putting the tech to good use.
Yes.
How does that then inure to our benefit in terms of safety and just the ease of using public transportation?
Efficiency.
Right, so well, before I touch on that, I want to mention with our Smart Fare cards is more affordable. You know, the safety, no one can rob you on the road with their cash. So, for example, say a route with cash, it's $150. With your Smart Fare card, it's $100. And with your Smart Fare card for students, I think it's $20, right? If you use your Smart Fare card. So we're pushing affordability. And how this campaign aims to push safety and to reinforce that is that we're not doing it alone. We're collaborating with the Transport Authority. We're collaborating with MSET, our parent ministry. We're collaborating with or Ministry of Education, and you know, with this campaign, we're not just sitting behind the screens. We're going there. I'm at the transport center. I'm hearing the feedback from our commuters on, you know, how they can do better. How can they do practice more safety protocols, and then how can we do that on our end? They've been so accessible to us to give us their feedback, and as I mentioned, we're hitting it hard. We're going on the ground. We're pushing safety. We're going to be in schools. You're going to be seeing commercials. They're going to be the WhatsApp, and you know, one of the things that we're implementing too is a bot. With this bot, if there's an issue you could talk to the bot and it instantly assists you with the issue. Or say, for example, you want to find out what time a bus is departing, that bot will take away me. Say I'm sleeping at 1 a.m. in the morning, that bot will allow you to
chip in.
Chip in, right.
But let me ask you too, Ms. Palomino, because I know that some new routes were introduced recently. The JUTC introduced some new routes.
Yes.
The Smart Fare card, is it for all of the routes, including the ones newly added?
Miss Kitty, when we introduce these new routes, my team and communication go into these areas and only distribute Smart Fare cards.
Right. Okay,
only distribute Smart Fare cards.
Beautiful. So across the length and breadth of Jamaica, where there's a JUTC, there's a Smart Fare card.
And if you go to the transport center between 7 to 9, there's a long line out there of persons wanting to switch over to their Smart Fare cards because it looks better too. It's like it looks good.
Yeah,
they're like, I want this.
But let me just 1 second, Dennis, quickly, for persons who may have problems or issues, because I know with the best intentions, sometimes there can be glitches.
Definitely.
There can be issues.
Definitely.
Where can persons go to get these resolved? Say, for example, I top up my card, my Smart Fare card with $1,000, but whenever I swipe it or whatever it is, I'm seeing $500, and I'm like, no, guys, hello, I have my receipts, by the way.
Definitely.
There you go. You know what I mean? Use X amount. Where can I go to get some redress?
Okay, so what I have been doing is promoting our social media pages, JUTC LTD, for all handles straight across the board, all social media platforms. And we're saying go there and let your concerns be heard. Just like what you said, Kitty, you know, you have your receipts. This is the issue I'm having. This is the time the issue happened. This is the bus number that it happened at. And we're saying, bring your message to us, bring your concerns to us, and we want to hear it so that we can find ways to fix it.
And then we also have a WhatsApp line, which is 570-1789, where we have our customer agent. If you, again, this is one thing that we're pushing to keep your receipts. Well, once you have your receipt, we can now investigate and we can help you. And then, you know, as
keep your receipts.
Yes. And then, you know, as a corporate communications manager, one of the things I've been tasked with is making sure our commuters can reach us. If they have any issues, they can reach us. So even myself, my email address is out there. You know, we communicate all the time and they WhatsApp us all the time and, you know, social media. Or if you really want to speak with someone face to face, we have our customer agents at the Halfway Tree Transport Center that you can go to. There's a nice little office. You can sit down and you can, you know, relay your concerns and then it comes back to me.
Nice.
Sounds great. Sounds great.
Sounds smart fair to me.
Yeah.
It sounds smart. It sounds fair. It sounds JUTC.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Sounds good to me. JUTC is definitely going places.
I
like the sound of it. Using up the technology, using up the AI, using up everything to give you a modern customer experience.
You know what would be cool, Dennis? If we get our Smart Fare card and go on one of the buses.
We would love that.
You see that? You want to see me in a bus? I would have parked the
Can I say I'm launching something that called My Life on the JUTC. So I have your contacts. And not only I have the cards. So we will.
JUTC has the budget, we're ready. Ready when you are. Ready.
I like your style.
One-stop driver.
No, we're not one-stopping. No. We stand safely and we wait for the bus to come because the bus will come at the bus park where you're standing and you just wait. You don't one-stop. It will come to you.
Definitely.
Safety.
Okay, very well. I like that.
That show all of you that take bus.
Right. Deandrew, go away.
That shows all
I like that though. Sunrise, our life on JUTC one morning.
It would have mad. It would have mad.
Don't tempt me, Miss Kitty. I will write that email. I will write that email.
I like it.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
You know what? We're going to talk. We're going to talk.
Yes.
A lot of ideas are coming right now. Smart Fare card, guys. Get it. And who knows? You might see us on a JUTC 1 in the morning then.
Miss Kitty, don't tempt me. I will write that email.
Write email, girl. Just make sure you call accounts first. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Chantal Thompson and Natalia Palomino, for joining us this morning. There's more Sunrise after these messages. Stay with us.
For
NWC's bill-free promotion is here. Be one of 350 persons to get $20,000 water credit when you pay your bill in full every month until March 31, 2025. And there's more. Oh yes, you can win $300,000, $200,000 or $100,000 cash in the NWC's bill-free promotion if you register for e-bill and pay your bill in full every month until March 31. Conditions apply. Visit nwcjamaica.com for details. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act, a part of the NWC's bucket full of goodies.
I feel with Fosca, made in Jamaica. Porridge, oats, oatmeal, cornmeal with banana.
Yo, proud of we culture, yes, we love pasta. We'll eat for protein, good source of fiber.
Made in Jamaica, we love with Fosca.
We have to prosper with our pasta. Good for the sugar level and the blood pressure.
Love my family, me love my Fosca. I feel with Fosca, I feel with Fosca. We love with Fosca, I feel with Fosca.
Protecting Jamaica's borders is a key priority for the Jamaica Customs Agency. The JCA will remain vigilant and resolute in effectively fulfilling this mandate. The Time brought to you by the Jamaica Customs Agency.
Hey you know all the people in your business?
You should take advantage of CVM TV's unbeatable small business advertising package. Trust me. And get your goods and services in front of your customers today.
For $150,000, you get a high-quality professional commercial.
Plus 20 prime-time commercial spots.
That's massive exposure at a fraction of the cost.
Including on the #1 morning show in Jamaica, Sunrise.
So don't wait. Call us on 658-208-5377 and see your business goals happen right here on CVM Television.
Thanks for staying with us here on Sunrise. Well, they say the road to success is paved with good investments. I like that. Well, yes. In this case, literal highways. If you ever driven on Highway 2000 and you thought, I wish I could own a piece of this. Well, guess what? You need to own the road. Now's your chance. The Trans-Jamaican Highway is up for grabs. And we're about to break down how you can invest and own the road, as they've been saying, through JMMB. The JMMB Group Equity Capital Markets Corporate Manager, Alana Lawrence. She's here to tell us more. Alana, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Welcome to Sunrise. You know what I like about these new CEOs and managers and corporate people?
Yeah.
They're so young, you know what I mean? And ambitious.
Fresh.
Like, yeah, normally you think these positions would be reserved for, you know, the more mature people or more mature persons. And not obviously,
or maybe when we were younger, they just felt far away from us.
But I like, you know, Alana just look like she had two.
Relatable, like she relatable.
Alana, but when I'm trying to make her come out, I'm like, understand, she manager. Yeah, manage. But I love it for us, and it gives also hope and representation to other young persons that they too can accomplish great things.
That is
so wonderful. JMMB family, good morning to you.
Morning.
So, Alana, talk to me now. On the road, or you go?
All right. So, Trans-Jamaican Highway shares are being sold. So, the majority shareholder, NROC, is actually selling their shares. They own about 20% of Trans-Jamaica, and they're selling it to the general public.
Why is that?
So they have, well, NROC is a government entity, I would say. So NROC is the entity that the government of Jamaica would have used to own Trans-Jamaica, right? And then the government just thought that it was an opportune time to give investors, the general public, the opportunity to own more of of Highway 2000. So let me just give you the background. In 2020, the government, through NROC, actually sold 80% of its shares. So they've now decided to divest the remaining 20%.
Okay.
How has it performed on the stock exchange since that time?
That's a lovely question, Dennis. So since listing in 2020, the company, so I'm going to speak about it from two perspectives.
Right.
The company would have seen improvements in terms of revenues. So revenues would have grown from about $43 million to just about $82 million last year. So you see that it's almost double in terms of that 5-year runway, and profitability has also improved throughout that period. And then from the perspective of an investor, because remember I indicated that investors would have bought some of the shares in 2020. So from the perspective of an investor, you would have bought the shares for $1.41. Now, at the start of the year, the shares were being sold at about $4.
Wow.
So you realize that the share price has increased significantly over the period. So if you invested $1,000, that is multiples of $1,000 now. Additionally, in addition to the capital appreciation, you would have benefited from dividend payments. So dividends are just distributions of profit to investors. So you actually get a little money in your pocket. Between 2020 and 2024, the company has been paying dividends annually. Every year you get a little money in your pocket. Over that period. So investors would have benefited from that increase in the value of their investments, as well as receiving cash in their pockets by way of dividends. It was a good investment, especially in a time period where the equity market was depressed. It's interest rates, coming out of COVID, interest rates trended up. So people started gravitating to fixed income type investments and kind of stayed away from equity. So this was one of those stocks that performed well during that period.
So speak to somebody, Alana, for me, who has never ventured into the stock market. They have no real idea why. We've heard it from Carlton in Money Masterclass that you have to invest, you should invest. How do you walk them through getting a piece of owning the road?
All right. So in order to invest, anything you're going to do investment-wise, you have to educate yourself. So there is a document that has been prepared that gives you all the information about the company, how it has how it has performed historically, and it gives you an overview so you can understand this company. It's called the prospectus. That is so correct. So your first go-to would be that document. When you look at it, it kind of seems daunting, but don't be afraid. You can venture in, and you can also leverage people around you in terms of helping you to understand what this investment is about, and always speak to your professionals. So reach out to a wealth advisor. At JMMB, we have advisors there. You can come in, you can talk to us. We can walk you through the whole investment process. And do not be afraid to start. It is said the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step.
Amen.
So take that step. Educate yourself, access the resources, and you don't have to start big.
How expensive or affordable is this first step to the 1,000 miles?
So the shares, one share is actually being sold at $3.60. You have to buy a minimum of 1,000 shares. So you can spend $3,600.
Yeah, but the people with the big money are going to come and buy it total. Like, suppose somebody who just have like a 50 grand or 100,000, will they be able to get in on it?
First of all, there is a lot to go around, so everybody can come,
Okay, good. Okay, good.
What you're talking about in terms of their allocation, the government has made it clear that they want everybody to benefit from owning a piece of the road, right? So the allocation methodology will facilitate those smaller investors to ensure.
I want people to hear that.
To ensure that you get a piece of this opportunity.
Nice. I love it. Love it. Love it.
And
So
infrastructure is always good.
Yes.
Infrastructure is always good. Exactly. In Nigeria.
Yeah, and we use it. Then how many times have we driven on Highway 2000?
Exactly.
Like when Alana said it, I'm like, you know, Alana, you have a point right there. You pay your toll every time. At least when I pay my toll, I can say yes, but one piece of this. Hello.
Yes.
I'm paid to that good clean ass.
I think more of us, if we own public assets, I think we would take better care of them.
Amen. Because we are invested.
Yes.
Yes. We have a vested interest in the investment. You know what I mean?
And I think JMMB is very good at holding your hand, especially for the uninitiated. I think JMMB is very good at taking care of people and saying, all right, see, are you little money and you're nervous or whatever? Go to JMMB, have the conversation.
And they'll walk you through. So Alana, if somebody watching this morning wants to come to JMMB at this, right after you come off now, 8 o'clock, what do they need to bring? Any documents? Any what?
All right. So we're moving to a digital platform. So if you're interested in participating in this offering, log on to JMMB Moneyline or JMMB Moneyline IPO for non-JMMB clients. We cater to non-JMMB clients when applying for this offer. And any offer that we are a part of. So you can log on to JMMB Moneyline or JMMB Moneyline IPO, and it is as easy as JMMB 123. You go through the process and you submit your applications. If you have any issues, you can reach out to our client care line 998-5662, and they can walk you through the process.
Okay, wonderful. Don't bang the line, call the money line, which is at JMMB to get your share of Trans-Jamaica Highway. Stock it out there and enough for the whole away, right? So tell a friend, and that's the kind of information you call your friend and share.
Yeah, networking.
Girl, you know, so I watch Sunrise this morning with Dennis and Miss Kitty, and one girl named Alana from JMMB, you know, she says so and so and so and so, girl, I could go get this at the stop now, I could go down there.
Even at 100,000,
there
50,000, you know, because a little bit is in there for everybody.
Look here, as low as $3,600, you're good to go.
Good to go. Yep, good to go. Thank you very much. Our guest has been Alana Lawrence, Equity Capital Markets Corporate Manager from the JMMB Group, helping us to own the road. No potholes included. Now, coming up, we're flipping and tumbling with some talented young gymnasts in Kids Unfiltered. You won't want to miss it. Stay with us.
Every time you are link with a condom, coulda Ozzy, coulda wife, coulda be a random. Do it for your best life.
The Time by the Ministry of Health and Welfare.
Millions of people are attacked by harmful mouth bacteria. The root cause of bad breath, gum problems, cavities, plaque, and tartar. That's why Colgate combined the best science and technology in Colgate Total. Unlike others, its superior formula fights bacteria and creates a powerful protective barrier for up to 24 hours to prevent them from coming back. Take control of your oral health with Colgate Total.
Where the difference is made. Where titles are decided. Where respect is earned. Excel here and you could go down in history. It's the final third. CVM TV's weekly JPL preview show every Sunday, starting 30 minutes before our live broadcast. Get insight, analysis, and hear from your favorite players weekly, just before we bring you our feature broadcast for the day. Move from defense to attack and join us in the final third. This and every Sunday until the end of the JPL season.
You don't have to be Rasta.
We have our first father and son duo. I'm a fan.
Likewise.
I
actually got my first beating on tour from him with a drumstick.
My mother was in America working for the Jackson 5 at the time.
Michael and Tito and
yes, sir, that 5.
I said, Dad, you know, some water, baby, now. I said, no, son, don't do it.
I'll be down by the river.
The honorable member of Morgan Heritage.
All right.
The Cut, brought to you by Flo and Rare Nephew.
Now I'm where I wanna be.
Absolutely amazing, awesome sauce. I love when I see the kids and they're just doing their thing, and it just I don't know, Dennis. For me,
you didn't want to be a gymnast.
You know,
they got to a gymnast.
No, man, Dennis, no my limitation. Look here.
Where did they look?
No, I like to see it.
Okay,
I never envisioned myself on the beam or anything. Beam. Nothing.
I used to follow up gymnastics because I mean, when I was growing up,
yeah,
we used to follow up gymnastics.
Yeah, gymnastics I like, and figure skating.
Remember Nancy Kerrigan?
Yeah, exactly. but I never. I like to watch it, but I never envision myself. But guess what? These children are doing.
They're doing it.
Big.
Yeah.
So welcome back to the Sunny Side Up, and it's time for Kids Unfiltered, brought to you by
Sunshine Snacks.
That's right. Yep. And we want you to snack on all of this. Now, Jamaica is known for track stars, reggae legends, and now gymnastic champions. They're gymnasts, yes. Our young athletes took on the 2025 Simone Biles Invitational and dominated the competition, bringing home gold in the level 3 competition. Representing the winning team this morning are students and gymnasts from St. Andrew Prep, Asia Henry from Immaculate Prep, Leah Cowan, and Coach Daniel Williams. Good morning, winners.
Morning.
How are you doing, ladies?
How are you guys?
Congratulations. The medal them every so till. Oh my goodness.
Look at them. Don't hide them. Let's see them. Look there.
Whoa. Look at, whoa. Love that. So how are you feeling, ladies?
Leah?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
And how are you feeling?
What about Asia?
Good.
Good? So go ahead, Dennis.
How long have you been, okay, you guys are both little, but how long have you been doing gymnastics? 3 years. So like from your barn. How old are you?
You're 10.
Okay,
wow.
and what about you? How long have you been doing it?
About 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years.
How did you even like it? How did you get into gymnastics?
It was at my school, and then I started at the gym.
Yeah. And for you, Asia?
I just started and I really liked it.
Oh, nice.
Did you see it on TV and you thought, I can do that? Oh.
Yeah, nice. So what do you guys do? Like, which one are they different? I don't know. What is it called?
Uneven bars.
Yeah.
And different events, because they all like their favorites and their.
What's your favorite event, Asia?
Probably vault.
Vault.
And you, Leah?
Bars.
For you, Coach?
I like floor and vault.
Floor and vault.
I like teaching it, by the way, but when I was a gymnast, I like those two events.
Oh, wow. So I like that. So you've been there, done that, so you know how to bring them. But talk to us about this Simone Biles Invitational. Like the real Simone Biles?
Yes. It's the first time we've been to that meet. It was the first time hearing about the meet, and it's their 8th year being at the meet. So I was like, wait, what? I didn't know Simone Biles had a meet. So it was our first time being there, and it was great. It was wonderful. The gymnasts, they did very, very well. They beat, I think, like 2 top teams.
Wow.
Which was amazing.
And we don't necessarily have the resources that they have.
Yes, so when we're here and we don't really have much, and then go over there to do that much, it's amazing, because what we said, we look about we.
Talawa. Nice. What contingent? What were the number of students you brought?
It was about 14 gymnasts. So we had like 3 level 3s. No, sorry, 3 level 5s and 11 level 3s. So we had a decent amount of kids. So we had a very big group of level 3s. And yeah, we dominated.
And we took the overall spot?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
Who are some of the other countries there?
I think I saw, it was mostly US.
like
different states.
Yeah,
coming in and stuff. So it was not so much outside of that. I looked around and I said, okay, I can see that's Bermuda, that's probably Trinidad.
It was a lot of states in the US.
States,
Tell me, because Nishida's gymnastics is something that I remember years ago. There was a Japanese gentleman who came to Jamaica and was trying to introduce it, and people were excited about it because people were like, finally, we can get the kids who are interested in gymnastics can have an opportunity. It's still going strong.
Yes, it's still going strong. I mean, because you would have kids in their backyard or at school, they're in their playtime, they're flipping, they're climbing, they're doing all sorts of stuff. So they didn't really get a place to go and, showcase that. So now that, and I mean, gymnastics has been here for quite a while, because we have the gym, I should say, down by Waterloo, which is owned by Ishimoto. So when we, expanded and went down to Trevanian Road, then we used to have it in Mobay, and we now have it in Mandeville, and we have it in Kingston. So we have it in several places.
So, I mean, we have St. Andrew Prep represented and Immaculate Prep represented, but what are some of the other schools that are doing really well in and supplying you with kids?
We have a lot. There's so much schools we have on board. We have Bloom, we have Building Blocks, we have Stella Maris, we have we used to have St. Peter and Paul. How many other schools? There's Reach Academy, there is Portmore Missionary.
I notice you're calling prep school and how early? Because when I look at Asia and I look at Leah, they look so tiny. And I don't know if I could bear to see my daughter on a bar so high, like, Jesus!
That's a great fear,
About, we have Mommy and Me class, so it's from 0 to 3. 0 to 2.
No,
and then, so we try to, get them from even before they start to walk, crawling. Yes. So the earlier, the better.
You hear that? You hear that?
So we have Mommy and Me classes.
Yes.
Amazing.
And can tone down the anxiety that the mummies are.
It's a thing. It's a concern of most parents. Like, I don't want her broke her neck. I should go fall over. And then, coach, I don't want her to do anything at home because I see her jumping all over the place, jumping around in the bed. So we're like, okay, she keep nagging me, so I'm here now. So please,
What does training look like, coach? Because when I look at Asia and I look at Leah and these medals, and to understand that they went up against so many different youngsters from different states, and they came out on top, it says to me that they train very hard, they work very hard. What does training look like in the gymnastics world?
I mean, they would normally come in. It's like, 3 hours of training. So
is it after school?
Yes. So it's they would, some come in for 4, some come in for 3, but the mandatory days are 3 days per week.
Nice.
So would come in, they would do their warm up, they do their conditioning, they do their injury prevention to to help prevent the injuries, and then after that we have training, which is lasted for like 2 hours. But now that they're moving from level 3 going up until level 4, Excel, the hours are going to be increased, so it's going to be 4 hours now.
So Asia, do you want to go like to the high level, like the Olympics, like Simone Biles? Oh wow!
Oh, look, I am looking forward.
Asia's like, Auntie Miss Kitty. That's gonna be me in a couple of years. Leah's like, Auntie Miss Kitty. Hello, I have 4 medals. I'm going for the big ones.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Did you guys make any friends?
No, not really.
You just get it in a circle.
Okay. Leah's like, I'm going to talk to nobody.
We're going to win. But I just love the way that I mean, there are people who are probably watching this conversation right now, and they're saying, my daughter could do that. My son is in me that them want to do it, and like they're seeing in Leah and Asia that
what's possible,
what is possible for their child. I mean, how do persons
reach out to you guys?
I mean, we have we have it on Facebook. You can contact us on Facebook, Instagram.
That's Nishida's?
Yes,
Okay.
and we have our website, so you search Nishida's Gymnastics, and you can, look at the different programs or you might be interested in. But I think the quickest response what you want to get from us is through Instagram, or you can call us.
Okay.
Did you guys meet Simone? Did you meet Simone? No, you didn't meet Simone,
only
did
some
you?
of the kids, but there was a point at the meet that everybody was standing at beam, and then she was walking past. And everybody was like, Miss Simone Biles, Simone Biles. And then when she finally turned around, she's like, they're jumping and getting crazy. Even one of the gymnasts, they started to cry.
Aww.
I was like, why are you crying? I saw Simone Biles. So it was a big deal.
It was a big deal.
for her.
But you know what, Coach, finally before we go, we normally, oftentimes, as my parents, you're going to think about, oh my God, the negatives and all the bad things that could probably happen, which doesn't often happen. It's just in our minds.
Yes.
What are some of the benefits to be derived from your child being a part of Nishida's Gymnastics?
Well, mostly, some persons, they sign them up to have fun, for discipline aspects. So we're trying to teach gymnasts how to be more well-rounded individuals through gymnastics. So it's like we try to disguise it rather than, okay, all right, I'm coming to class, I'm having fun, but at the same time, we're still trying to, imply...
Inculcate discipline.
Yes.
Nice.
So that's one of the things that we try to do.
Nice.
Awesome.
I'm sold. I'm going to look at the mommy and me part.
I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward.
I'm going to take our people about the Nishida's Gymnastics people. I want to pray for me, please.
No, I'm here for the content. Cabby, I'm gonna laugh.
Dennis, you don't say you come to do. Okay, good.
Well, although it says mommy and me.
Yes.
The dads are involved as well.
No, but Dennis, if I am working and you can go care, you not go care for me? Yeah, remember your suggestion. You think your uncle for not Yep, I'll catch it up there.
Wow.
Uncle Dennis, we want. Yeah.
Wow.
Remember you just said? Yeah. She'll listen to you right now. Yeah.
All right, soon come. Soon come.
Thank you so much, guys. Asia Henry and Leah Kawan, gold medal gymnasts. Make some noise for them, everybody. Along with their coach, Daniel Williams of Nishida Gymnastics. And of course, we want to shout out the entire team, all the coaches, all the students, everybody who represented Jamaica, land we love. We're all proud of you and we're so happy for you. Congrats on the amazing win and keep winning. And you guys have all our support. Coming up next, we have mic check, so don't leave yet. Tan where you there? Tan where you there? On the beam. You can't imagine.
This is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Search for its breeding sites and destroy them.
A message from the Ministry of Health.
Sunshine snacks, cheese balls, grab a sunshine, grab a cheese balls. We are crunch on a cheese balls. Daddy nickel pick, grab a cheese balls. Sunshine snacks, cheese balls, grab a sunshine snack, cheese balls. Some cheese in every bite, flavor in every crunch. Extra cheese, if you love it so much. Love cheese in every bite. Grab a sunshine, grab a cheese balls. We are crunch on a cheese balls. Daddy nickel pick, grab a cheese balls. Sunshine snacks, cheese balls, flavor in every crunch. Grab a sunshine snacks. Cheese puffs today. Enough cheese, enough flavor.
I feel with Fosca, made in Jamaica. Porridge, oats, oatmeal, cornmeal with banana.
Yo, proud of we culture, yes, we love pasta. We'll eat for protein, good source of fiber.
Made in Jamaica, we love with Fosca.
We have to prosper with our pasta. Good for the sugar level and the blood pressure.
Love my family, me love my Fosca. I feel with Fosca, I feel with Fosca.
Come in, step into my corner office. Literally a corner office. Right, yes. Growing up here in Jamaica now, we see these things grow widely on trees, you know.
That's actually where the chocolate is. As of 7 years old, I've said I'm going to become a pastry chef. I used to work with this really crazy, out-of-the-box thinking chocolatier. We started from our living room, and now we're here cranking out 1,000 bars a day.
I'm seeing banana, sweet potato.
Yeah, it's really important to us to translate Jamaican flavors to the world.
woman in America, encouraging us to love ourselves fully and persevere in the face of every hardship. Let's check it out.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Just because I walk as if I have oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides. Just like hope springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Does my sassiness upset you? Don't take it so hard just because I laugh, as if I have gold mines digging in my own backyard. You can shoot me with your words, you can cut me with your lies, you can kill me with your hatefulness, but just like life, I'll rise. Does my sexiness offend you? Oh. Does it come as a surprise that I dance as if I have diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame I rise. Up from a past rooted in pain I rise. A black ocean leaping and wide, welling and swelling and bearing in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear I rise. Into a daybreak miraculously clear I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the hope and the dream of the slave. And so, wow. There I go.
Absolutely amazing. I rise. And you all are rising because you're sunrisers. And every time I hear this, a poem by Maya Angelou, it just really makes you feel so powerful. And it's amazing how words can lift you, can galvanize your spirit, your strength, your resolve. And again, having to surround ourselves with positive people, positive words. Because the truth is, Dennis, sometimes life knocks you down. You have the wind, knocked out of you. But when you hear words like that, it gives you that strength and that push to go forward. Yeah.
If it was scripture, we might say that we press for the mark towards a higher calling.
Yeah.
But the truth is, one of the things that I like about this, it reminds us that we ought to be rising.
Yeah.
Meaning that you are not the finished product, that you are improving, you are rising, you are a work in progress.
Yeah.
And as men, as women, as young people, we sometimes have a way of thinking that we are finished.
Yeah.
So I saw me stay.
Yeah.
I'm finished. Yeah, that's how I was raised, as if you're not still being raised, as if you're still not rising.
Yeah.
And what I think it's important for us to realize is that, we are the people that we are, but we are still rising. And so I am very cognizant of the fact that I am not the finished product. I am not the person I was 10 years ago. I'm not the person I was 5 years ago.
And I like that you said that, Dennis, because also sometimes in order to rise, there are certain things about ourselves that we have to shed.
Yes.
Certain things that we would have said, I saw me steer, I saw them grow me, I saw me tan. But if it is not serving you any longer to rise to the next stage or level of your life, then it is something that we ought to shed. Some of the people around us as well, as we're talking
about networking,
right? You have to shed them because sometimes people in our lives, family members included, are like dead weight.
And also to identify the people. Yes, there are some your foundational people in your network, but there are people who you need to network and fellowship with at the next level.
Yes.
And you need to identify those people who are going to help you to rise, or who are going to be at the next level
where you want to be.
Where you want to be.
And we're not saying you should cut off your, some of them have a cut off still, but not everyone, right? But I can talk to you from far. But what we're talking, when we say network, I'm talking about as a constant. Every day they're in your ear. Every day they're in your space.
Absolutely.
That will, the good, the bad, and the ugly will rub off on you. So in order to, how badly do you want to rise? Because sometimes too, we're in our own way of rising. Nobody now do nothing. It's us. We need to be the change, the agent of change in order to rise. But when I listen to Maya Angelou, it makes me know that rising is always possible, no matter what you go through, no matter where you are in life.
Yet still, I rise. Yet still, in spite of, yet still, I rise. You know?
Amazing.
Rise up, stand and take your place. All right, it's time for our
football day just a while ago.
I have to bring in Rise Up. It's time for our final break. We'll wrap.
All Business Loans is linked to so many stories of ordinary Jamaicans and their extraordinary success.
We're very proud to have helped small, medium, and micro businesses come to life and thrive over the years.
It's a demonstration of our strong belief in the business ambitions of Jamaicans. Come, talk to us. Tell us your business. Let's start a partnership and let your business plans appear in a real life.
Real fabrics, I go give you plenty healthy ways to switch up your meals. Fresh flavor that we need. A new recipe every day of the week. And look how good me feel. Come catch the vibe. Real fabrics, catch the seafood vibe.
Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn sunrise up. Hey, turn up, turn up, turn sunrise up. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it.
All right, that's all the time we have for the show for today. Thank you for spending time with us. Thank you for choosing to rise with us this morning. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Absolutely. And if you missed out on anything or you just want to rewatch your favorite segments, head on over to our YouTube channel at CVM TV, or you can join us on Instagram.
That's right.
Sir Leopold has your pics and all the stitches. Nothing at all.
Nothing
at Sunrise CVM. And do remember, guys, kindness is karma. So be as kind to each other as you possibly can. And also remember to be the blessing that you want to see, and remember that you too can rise in spite of, no matter what they say, you can rise. Okay, have a blessed and magnificent day, and tomorrow it's gonna be another great show. Yeah, it's always great right here on Sunrise, so make sure you keep it locked and spread the word. Bye guys, have a blessed day, peace, and here grease, catch ya.
When last you get a good sleep, the simple things are your blessings. Simple things are your blessing, your blessing. Simple things are your blessing. You better notice your blessing. Sing it. Simplicity we use to survive. Many find it difficult because them ignorant and I. One alone they get in, I go live another life. Telling them again, but I know in a device. Life, no get chance too often. Cut out some of the sadness and invest in a laughing. Time you take a stress, lifetime passing. Tell them so you love them for you see them in a coffin. Let me tell you this, me nigga. Good days, bad days, you know say you win up. Me woulda trade house and car and shed up. Just forget 1 more minute with my brother. So you get up, spend time together. Cherish every second of the day when you're there. Gotta tell you, that you're the close one yesterday. You put an angel over. The simple things are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings, your blessings. Simple things are your blessing. And you don't notice your blessings. The simple things are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessing, your blessing. Simple things, them are your blessing. You better notice your blessing.